Mike, we want to continue those updates. Let's take you live out now to an update from police.
We are reviewing all security cameras to make a determination as to whether or not he actually exited the building. But we are locking down the entire area, presuming that he did escape while we're still searching.
We have information about a girlfriend in a car that was possibly seized by the FBI. Do you know anything about that?
At this time, the federal authorities are making connections with his girlfriend and family members to ensure that he did not escape through their assistance.
And where is his girlfriend? Is he a local person?
They're local in this area. I don't have the specific address at this time.
What can you say? Are you looking for the girlfriend as well?
We're looking for all his friends and relatives, again, to make sure that we apprehend him.
But is there a lookout for this individual?
The girlfriend. Right now, our officers are equipped with the girlfriend's information. We have supplied the media with a photo of Mr. Asai. I would please ask that anybody in the community that sees Mr. Asai or anybody suspicious dressed in a hospital gown to call 911 immediately. We need the community support to make this apprehension.
Considering what we know about the car and the girlfriend, does this look like this could have been planned out?
At this time, I don't have any information to confirm that it was planned out. It seems from the information I have available that he seized an opportunity to overpower the guard.
Were they asleep?
I have no information on that.
Did I understand you correctly to say that the shot was fired and then he gained control of the gun, to your best understanding of how it went down?
That's the best information I have available, yes.
Shot fired first?
During the struggle.
During the struggle, there was a shot fired, and then he gained control of the gun. That's the best information I have at this time.
And there was only one guard?
There were two guards.
He got the best of two guards?
I understand it was a struggle with one guard right now. I'm still working on the information as to what the other guard was doing.
And he wasn't in any handcuffs or anything?
My understanding, he was not handcuffed.
Could you explain what's protocol when you're transporting an inmate here to the hospital?
I could only speak of Fairfax County Police Department's protocol, and that would be that the prisoner would be handcuffed at all times, either secured to a bed or behind their backs. That's our standard protocol. I can't speak to the federal authorities on this matter.
But this is unusual to have someone who wasn't handcuffed in your experience.
In accordance with the Fairfax County Police Department's policy, this would be unusual to have an unsecured prisoner.
And you guys still believe that he is more likely in the hospital?
We don't know if he's still in the building or another building or has fled the area, and we're methodically going through every single building and the entire area to make a determination.
How concerned should residents be who live in this area who receive a reverse 911 call? How worried should people be that he could be hiding out or trying to get into their homes?
We all need to be concerned because the information we have right now is that he is armed, he's a felon, and he's attempted to flee. So we need everybody to secure in place and report any suspicious activity immediately to 911.
Can you tell us how soon he escaped? Had he just arrived at the hospital, or what the timeline of that was?
I don't have a precise timeline. This event unfolded a little bit after 3 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. This was a suicide attempt.
I have not confirmed that. I know he tried to harm himself. I would assume it was suicide by some mechanism that created his injuries.
Was there any consideration at all? I mean, this is a big hospital if people are going into work. Did you have any consideration to keeping people out?
Yes, the hospital has elaborate security protocols and a good alert network, and arrangements have been made for shift change in a very secure manner with the hospital security staff. They're very secure.
Sorry, do you know when the guy got out of prison?
Out of the Alexandria City Jail?
Or previous offenses?
I don't have that information available right now.
So as we understand, the hospital itself is on lockdown, but it's still accepting patients, or is it still, what's the situation with the hospital? Hospital staff can go there, but no new patients.
Would you like to speak?
I want to.
This is Lieutenant Brooke Wright.
And your name?
Lieutenant Brooke Wright?
Yes, I'm sorry. The staff has been asked to report to Falls Church High School. They'll be shuttled in to work from there. At this time, they're not accepting new patients until the hospital is no longer on lockdown.
Can you say, what if you have surgeries today scheduled?
I don't know what's planned for any surgeries today or any procedures, but at this time they don't want new patients to report to the hospital for treatment.
So anyone for an emergency?
They're diverting to other emergency rooms at this time.
Have you been going to any of the houses around here, searching houses that are, nearby, talking to residents there?
We have officers, Fairfax County, Virginia State Police, other local law enforcement agencies and federal authorities and teams going through all the neighborhoods to methodically search every area in this area.
Knocking on doors?
Right now we're not knocking on doors, we're looking for the suspect, and as mentioned, we're doing reverse 911.
Chief, can I ask you, can we go back to the girlfriend and the vehicle? Was there a car impounded that was nearby the hospital?
I have no information to support that at this time.
To go back to the beginning, then I arrived late with the girlfriend in the car. What's the situation with the girlfriend in the car that people keep talking about? Do we know that he had a?
We don't know that this was a planned escape.
Okay.
He did have a girlfriend and relatives in the area, so we are concerned and tracking them down to make sure that he is not being harbored by any help.
You haven't made contact with her yet, have you?
I don't have an update on that, but we were attempting to make contact with all his friends and family.
Is there a specific vehicle that you're looking for?
Not at this time.
Have a vehicle.
The vehicle, the rumor that's being out there about a vehicle is probably related to his bank robberies. That vehicle has been impounded as part of the bank robberies a while ago. So I have no information on a vehicle being involved in this specific event.
And you still think he has the gun? That's not been recovered.
Correct.
And you believe he's still in a hospital gown?
Unless he's picked up clothes somewhere. But he was last seen in a hospital gown, armed with a handgun.
Did this happen inside of a room in the hospital? Do you know exactly where he was at the time?
It did happen in a room that he was being held in, and then he fled out of the room.
Is that where the shot was fired?
In that general area, yes.
And is that in a general population where other patients are being held on a regular floor?
It's a secure floor from my understanding, but there are other patients in that building.
Considering what you know and the fact that, 4 hours have passed, I mean, how likely is it he's still holed up here?
It's a very large facility with lots of spaces, so we are, again, methodically going through the building that he was in and every other building. We're doing secondary sweeps. We will go in and do a third effort, and the same thing out in the community.
We'll talk about the challenge. An 833-bed hospital, lots of nooks and crannies, as you said.
Exactly, and this will take several hours, and we are going to go through every single building and every single room, every single nook and cranny to assure the hospital community that it's safe, and also do the same in the surrounding community.
And so the hospital itself is on lockdown, but the surrounding communities, people are not necessarily being told just to stay in. They can still go to work. I mean, what's in these reverse 911 calls?
I'm sorry, I need to get
What's the information given?
back to the scene.
All right.
Chief,
Can you tell us your name again?
Yes, Ed Rossler, Roessler, Chief of Police, Fairfax County Police Department.
What does the reverse 911 call say?
Well,
It just urgently
we'll
wants
give
to
you
stop.
further updates. I don't have the exact script right now for you, but
But people can leave. They can go to work.
Keep checking us on Twitter. We'll keep updating.
We will do that.
Okay?
Thank you.
Chief?